An Oahu woman is devastated after the state euthanized more than 70 birds living at her duck sanctuary in Wahiawa. This after Hawaii's first cases of avian flu were confirmed to have killed 20 of her rescued birds. Our Mika Miyashima spoke exclusively with the woman's veterinarian, who is trying to stop the deadly disease from spreading.
Susan Wilkinson is heartbroken after dozens of rescued ducks who were waiting to be rehomed were instead put down.
It's awful. It's an absolute nightmare I'm living right now. Like, everything that I worked so hard my entire life's purpose is gone.
She's the founder of the nonprofit Susies Ducks, whose mission is to rescue, rehab, and rehome ducks and geese. Wilkinson says she noticed the first death of a duck on November 5th.
Over the next couple of days, a lot more ducks started passing away. Some weird symptoms started showing up. I started reaching out to vets.
Wilkinson's goose Hector is one of the birds who quickly fell ill.
She rushed him to me that evening, and at 6 o'clock, she rushed him in the door, and he died in my hands. And so it moves that quickly, where they go from seeming totally fine to maybe a little bit off to just dying.
Wilkinson says the symptoms range from a loss of appetite to eye infections, unusual tiredness, and neurological issues.
We thought this was a mass poisoning happening on property. In the meantime, I'm now finding the little zebra doves passing away, one or two a day on my property.
Dr. Brian Walsh says he became concerned when he realized multiple birds, including indoor birds, were getting sick and advised Wilkinson to alert the state. That's when they decided to euthanize the remaining birds at the sanctuary.
I want people to take it seriously. I want people to know that this is out there right now. I don't want to scare anybody like a scare tactic, but I want you to take it seriously.
Wilkinson's property has been disinfected and will be quarantined for 120 days.
The human transmission is extremely rare. Human to pet transmission, extremely rare, but cats getting it from eating birds, still rare, but it happens. That's probably the biggest risk. And if you have your own pet birds or you're finding a bunch of dead birds outside, do not touch them. Leave them alone and reach out to the state.
You can report any unusual illnesses in poultry, livestock, or other wild birds or animals to the State Department of Agriculture at 808-483-7102. Mika Miyashima, Island News.
Wilkinson had previously taken some of the ducks to the Mililani Pet Fair. This was on November the 2nd. And several days later, her first duck died. Now, the State Department of Health says while the risk is low, as a precaution, anyone who touched a duck or a goose at the fair should monitor for flu or pink eye symptoms.